Hi, I'm Luke Nichols, and this is my wife, Rebecca Nichols, and I'm a professional YouTuber, and I've been asked to tell you a little bit about myself and about my faith. So right now, I am the host of two YouTube channels, the Outdoor Boys YouTube channel and the Catfish and Carp YouTube channel. I do outdoor adventure, survival videos, fishing videos, that sort of thing. And I've been doing it full-time for about 1.5 years now, and I've been doing it for a total of about 7 years. I'm originally from Alaska. My family is from Alaska. There are a whole bunch of Nichols up there. I lived in Alaska until I was 19, and then I volunteered to serve a full-time mission for my church. And I was asked to serve in Japan and to learn to speak Japanese. And so I did that for 2 years, every day, all day, for 2 years without almost any breaks. And it was the most amazing experience of my life. After my mission, I went to Brigham Young University, where I met Rebecca. Rebecca's from Salt Lake City, Utah, and we met at church. So Becca, at our church, there's no paid ministry. There's no preachers. You know, each week a different member of the congregation is asked to give the sermons, and it was Becca's week, and I've never seen her before, and I thought she was really cute. So I was kind of like making eyes with her and kind of giving her an old smiley smile, you know, and putting on the Nichols charm. She'd smile back, and I'd smile at her, and she'd smile back, and all of a sudden she looked at me and got this like really concerned look and was like avoiding me. But it was too late. Damage was done. I had to ask her out, and I did. And, you know, the rest is history. Turns out her roommate was sitting in front of me making goofy faces at her, and that's why she was smiling at me. And then she noticed me, and I creeped her out, but
it was all good.
It worked out in the end. But we've been married 20 years this year. We just celebrated our 20th wedding anniversary. And at college, Becca was the perfect student and I was a horrible student. I took like 8 years to get my undergraduate, and by the time I graduated, she'd been teaching at BYU for 3 years with her master's. But after I graduated, I actually started a political consulting business, and I ran political campaigns in Utah for about 2-3 years. Worked on 20-something different political campaigns, but the hours and the environment was so bad for family life that I just decided I had to do something else. So we packed up and we moved to Virginia, and I went to George Mason Law School and decided to become a lawyer. After I graduated, I started my own law practice doing criminal defense work, and for about 10 years I was a criminal defense attorney. By the time I'd been practicing law for a few years, we were really concerned we weren't going to be able to have kids. We've been trying for a while and just kind of never worked out. But we bought a house and moved out a little bit into the countryside, and almost immediately Becca got pregnant with our oldest son, Tommy. And then came Nathan, and then Jacob, and we've now got 3 wonderful little boys.
They are wonderful.
They are wonderful. About the time Tommy was born, I started dabbling in this online nonsense and posting fishing videos. It just kind of got bigger and bigger and bigger until pretty much it was bigger than running my law practice. So right now, I think we have something like 850 videos between our two channels, about 2.7 million subscribers, and about 650 million views. So it's kind of been weird, hasn't it? It's been really weird. It's been funny how many people just think I have like this dream job, right? Like I get paid to travel the world fishing and camping with my family, and don't get me wrong, it's really nice, but you know, fishing's not the most important thing in my life by a long shot. I enjoy fishing and it's a hobby, but you know, my faith and my family are much more important to me, and it's what brings me happiness. You know, I enjoy getting out and catching a big fish or going on a great adventure and doing these things, but what makes me happy, what gives me satisfaction and joy in my life, is waking up in the morning and knowing that I'm serving the Lord and I'm doing His will and that I'm right with God. And when I can get up in the morning and look at myself in the mirror and know that I'm doing those things, it's going to be a good day. I've had wonderful examples of fatherhood in my life. My father and my grandfather were all great men and great fathers and husbands. but also church it's been, you know, following Jesus Christ and loving the Savior and keeping his commandments has made me a better man and a better husband and a better father. You know, when they talk about forgiveness and patience and love, you know, that's what it takes to make a marriage work. That's what it takes to raise children.
Absolutely.
So that's what it takes to be a good Christian. And as I try to do one, I get better at the other. You know, throughout our marriage and our life, we've had a lot of really tough decisions, and we've had big decisions, and being able to pray to our God and get answers and direction in our lives. You know, we prayed really hard about whether or not getting married was the right thing to do, and the revelation and the spiritual experiences we had seeking God's guidance in this strengthen our faith and strengthen our faith in our marriage. And you know, whether or not to go to law school and where to go to law school, and you know, praying about our children, and just there's a lot of the big spiritual experiences that make up the foundation of my faith come from striving as a couple and as a family to follow Jesus and know what he wants us to do in our life. And it's been a wonderful, wonderful thing. But at any rate, I hope this just helped you get to know me a little bit better. And if you know one thing about me, I hope you know that I believe in Jesus Christ, and following his teachings has made my life better.
Me too.